Hey guys, let's dive into Ampo Sound Super Jumbo virtual instrument. This is an acoustic guitar, of course, and you can see the mustache in the bridge. So let's just dive into it. So we have a lot to cover, and I'll try and do this as quickly as I can. Of course, there's always things that we can dive into which are very advanced. But if you have any questions or anything that I didn't cover, let me know in the comments. And what we have here is different views, different panels. So this is the main panel where we see the beautiful guitar, and we have a lot of controls over how it sounds. So first, on the left, we have some articulations. So you can see some tooltips when you're hovering on top. This is a sustain. So let's just hear how that sounds. And that was the flute. And by the way, if you're looking for a tutorial on this one, check my channel, of course. So let's put that aside. And this is how it sounds with the sustain. Right, and we have other articulations. For example, we have palm mute. And we have slides, we have hammer-ons and pull-offs and other things that you would find when you're playing a guitar. And we'll cover that a little bit later. Then we have the mics. So we have different mics. We have the master, we have body, neck, A, B. We have panning. Right, and we also have, let's put that to 0, and we also have doubling. Let's go back to sustain. And less. Then we have release time, and we have a capo. So these are, the capo is kind of advanced, so you need to know a little bit about guitars if you're programming the MIDI, but you can just turn this and position the capo. And there's also an auto capo, which I'm not going to cover in this video, but again, let me know in the comments if you need some help with that. So then we have some more control over how this sounds. And we have the release sounds, we have the effects here, we have resonance, sympathetic resonance, and we have the fretting attack sound and release. So all of that will give us a lot of control of really how this guitar will sound. But now let me quickly jump to other views that we have, and we'll see what we've got in this very, very, I would say, amazing virtual instrument. So we have this view here. This is the Strummer, and we also have the Riffer, which will help you build riffs. And we also have the guitar tabs that you can load here. And then we have the effects. So we have different effects like compressor, we have EQ, we have echo. Let's turn that one on. And we can add more taps here. Very nice. And then we also have reverb, different sizes. So now let's go back to the main view here, the instrument view, and see some more stuff. So on the right here, we have some controls. The top left here will give us 3 options. We have the playing mode, the instrument playing mode, which is going to be like a guitar. For example, you cannot play two notes on the same string at the same time, right? And by the way, it's going to be raining today, so let's see if that's really going to be recorded. And so then I can go and move into the keyboard mode. So keyboard will be just, you know, like playing a piano, but you'll hear guitars. So let's do that. And you can see that I'm playing two notes on the same string. That's not really possible with a guitar unless, of course, you're doing hammer-ons and pull-offs and things like that. Anyway, then we have solo, which means that only one note can be played at a time. And then we have some other controls, for example, forcing the open strings. We have the auto legato, which will add automatic hammer-ons and pull-offs depending on how you are playing those notes together. And we also have a stroke noise. Right, so all of that will give us different articulations and different ways for us to play. And if you're not sure about anything, you'll see that pop up that tooltips rising. So that's the basic idea here. Now let's dive into something super cool. So I'm going into the Strummer. So this is a really cool addition here to just playing the guitar, because sometimes you don't really know how to get those phrases and program the MIDI, and this can help you. So first of all, what is going on? We have these slots here. So you can see that we have 24, and I can use key switches. So many things in this virtual instrument is based on key switches. Everything is documented in the user manual, but I'll show you. If you go to C1, right, I'm going to just select C1. Oh, I need to turn it on. Go to C1, you'll see that we have these switches here, and I'm just moving around, and you can set the chord. So these are chords, and I can just click here, change this to D, for example, change this to something else, and so on. Let's go back to our C, not to mess things around. And so this will give us the chord, and then here we have the pattern. So right now we have some pattern loaded here, and we have 8 different patterns, and you can create your own patterns. I'm going to show you that in a moment. So now let's play, and in order for us to play, we can use other key switches. So the key switches are here. That was too loud. Right, and if I want to try something else, some other pattern. Now, if we go back to the instrument view here, you'll see that we have these key switches sort of with the color coding. So let's see how that works. So on the left here, we have all these yellows. These are the key switches for the chords, and then the reds are the patterns. So let's try that. Going back here so we can see what's happening. So let me try and break this down for you. So on the bottom here we have the strings. So it goes from string 6 up to 1, down to 1. So if I want to just play a single note of that particular chord, whatever chord is selected, I'm just going to click this and that will be the note. So I can do something like this just for the sake of example. Let me show you how that works. And of course you can play 2 notes at a time. You can create chords. Double click, that will remove. And I can do something like that. So let's just hear how this sounds. Yeah. Very nice. So now we have other things that you can do, and I already hearing the rain coming, and we have just down bass, down treble, up, we have mute, and we have another mute, then we have down bass, down treble, and up. So all of that can give us different articulations, different sounds, and things that we can do. And we can also load. So let's click that one, and we don't have anything. I'm not going to save this. And we have different sequences. I'm just going to pick one of them, clicking that, closing, and this is the pattern here. So let's play that. So that's a G#3. Right, and you can tweak this as you wish. So that's the Strummer, and there's other controls here that I'm not going into because I just want to give you like the overview so you understand the power of this virtual instrument. So we have the strum time. That will be how fast are we strumming. So I'm going to try and demonstrate that. You get the idea. And then we have the release, how fast are we releasing. We have the stroke volume, we have timing here, and separation between the notes, velocities, humanizing things. And then on the right here we have swing, quantizing, and the signature. So I can change the signature, and as we change that, you'll see that you have different pattern, I'd say, a palette here that you can create. And on the bottom here, we have a lot of other things that you can do. You can load and save the chord banks. You can load and save the patterns here. You can set the sync to your project, or it can be set separately. And then what's very cool about this one, once you're happy with what you have, and we have something going on here, I can drag and drop that into my session. So let me show you how that works. Very simple. I'm going to just click that, and there you go. That's our pattern. Let's listen. Very cool. So that's the Strummer. Let's now see another very cool features that we have here. This is, well, so much fun. I don't know how to define this one. This is the Riffer. So again, it helps you create riffs. It helps you create some things to get started with, though you can go very deep here, and I'll show you what you can do. So first of all, let's listen to what we've got. And first of all, we can see that we have 4 bars here, and we have notes running here, and we can see the notes, and we can see the lengths and everything. But if you click anything here, you'll see that you have a lot of control over the velocity, the note itself, sustaining, and there's some articulation. So it can be like a legato slide. can be hammer on or pull off, slide out, quarter slide, eighth slide, and so on. So let's try the legato slide and listen to that. Right, and let's try this one here. And I'm going to try and set something. Let's do this one. So let's go for slide out. So you can hear that slide, and we have other things that you can do. And by the way, I just set that one to 1 bar, so it'd be easier for us to control. And I can click this one, and you see that this one is a sustain, but I can go for palm mute. Very cool. And again, if you want this to go into your session, just drag and drop. So I'm just gonna try this one here, and we'll put it here. Right, and let's go back. And there are some other things that makes this feature very, very useful. And one of them is this randomization. So I can set this to a specific scale. So I have C, let's select minor, minor, and just click the dice, and we get a pattern. Let's play. So that already sounds great. It is, I mean, something that I can actually use as it is and put it in my, in my session, and then tweak it further if I need. But this is really great. And of course, we can do some other things here, changing the time signature and the quantization and velocities and some other stuff that is going on. And we can copy and paste things into different bars here. So this is really, really great. I'm already inspired by this feature, and it's really easy to create riffs here. So this is the Riffer, and next we have the tab. So this is a Guitar Pro, well, a tab player. Let's listen to what we've got. Amazing. And I actually wanted to, I have a lot of Guitar Pro tabs, and I really wanted to make good use of them. I don't own anymore. I don't have a license for a Guitar Pro. So this is really great. And what we can do is, by the way, find free, or we can buy Guitar Pro tabs, and we can load them in. So if you click this, and we can just, find something cool. You get the idea. So that's the Guitar Pro tabs, whatever. And let's go back to the main view and just finish this video. So if you like this one so far, if you have any questions or anything, let me know in the comments. Like the video if you like it, and I'll see you in the next video where we cover the ample guitar luthier, and we're also going to cover the upright bass. So let's have a quick look here at those two real fast, and then we'll dive into them in a separate video.